What's up, everybody? I'm Cope.
I'm Matt.
And we're back. It's been over 6 months, but it's a new year. Happy 2016. We're back, and we got more bad movie reviews for you.
Yes, we need them.
We do need them.
We don't need them, but...
And we fucked up already. That's great. That's what we're here to do. Anyway, in honor of our return, we have a special two-part event for you. Today is going to be part 1. Tomorrow, I'm going to upload part 2. And when I say today and tomorrow, it's going to be uploaded our regular time of Tuesdays. So then Wednesday would be the part 2. So today, our bad movie review is on...
Antboy.
Antboy.
Yes.
Boy.
Not Ant-Man. Don't get mistaken.
Not Ant-Man.
And
they actually say that in the movie.
Yeah.
They make sure you know that there's already an Ant-Man out there.
They make sure you know every comic book hero in them.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, so... Antboy.
Antboy. Let's start off how it starts off as a comic, and you really don't understand what exactly is going on.
I did not mind that part. He saw the first 10 minutes without me, like a dick.
Well, I was scouting review movies to do.
And then when we rewatched it, he was telling me, the way he was saying it, was just, I was like, oh, I'm gonna dread this. But once I saw it, it wasn't that bad to me.
You know what
I didn't mind it too much.
Because I was so focused on that it was gonna be a bad movie that I'm like, all right, this is a comic going on. What's happening?
Well,
disease.
Well, let me tell you something. Using that comic to make the backstory and form it wasn't that bad. Like, after that segment ended, I knew exactly what we were looking at.
Yeah, it was like radioactive Spider-Man.
Well, the guy you could tell was experimenting on an ant to help his own leg problem. Like, you were able to really understand. And by the time the movie got into it, you were like, okay, I already know what's happening.
I guess I really wasn't paying attention when it first started.
You can't nitpick. These movies are supposed to suck. They're B movies.
Yeah. From... I can't think of...
What?
What do you call them?
What?
What do you call... it was a Danish movie. I can't think of the actual...
Dutch? No.
No, they're not... It's not... They are Dutch, yes, but...
What are you trying to say?
Either way, the movie wasn't in English.
Well, okay, you could have just fucking said that.
That's what I was trying to get.
Anyway, when we first watched the movie, we weren't aware that it was originally in a different language. So we just kept saying, why are their mouths not syncing with the audio of the movie? And like 15 minutes in, I was like, Matt, did this movie start in another language? And we Googled it, and yes it's a Danish movie.
It's a Danish movie.
Which we were not aware of. So that right there, that strike that we were going to put on it, no, we're not, because it had to be dubbed.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm going to say I kind of enjoyed this movie. I did.
The beginning to me wasn't that great. Like, there were just little things here and there. Like, when we were watching, I nitpicked that.
You nitpicked the shit out of the first half hour of this movie.
First, the kid's a 12, maybe 11, 12-year-old, and he's on the roof of this school. The window's open from the top to get on that roof, and the janitor goes, "What did I tell you about being on the roof?" Like, he's done it before. First off, and then the bullies chased him. They were ready for him. Why wouldn't you just wait there for him to come down? You let him get a head start running down the block?
What I do have to say is, one part that irked me was when the gym teacher beat the shit out of him.
Yes.
There's a part where they're playing some activity in gym, and of course he picks the main character whose name is Pella Norman.
Pele.
And he picks him to be the example, and then he just proceeds to beat the shit out of him.
Of a child.
Yes, which could not go on in today's society. But that part was just like, this is a little excessive.
Yeah,
and then, after he started using his powers in the fight, when he held...
Before you even get to that, because they demonstrate him using his powers when he was home, when he woke up with his parents.
Yes.
And sitting there, the milk carton stuck to his hand like it's a spider web, first of all. And his dad Father, can
yes.
you help? The father just takes the milk carton out of his hand like he was just passing him the milk.
Father, can you help me?
You bet.
Then the kid picks up the orange juice glass, and the glass just breaks in his hands. The mother and the father look at him and, what happened?
The father's comment.
And the
was
father
best.
goes,
Oh, come on. Please don't tell me that's the last of the juice.
"Not son, are you okay? You just broke a glass in your hand."
Are you bleeding profusely? No, but back to the gym. When he finally realizes his powers and starts using them in the fight in the school with the gym teacher, he's holding the gym teacher's stick back, and the gym teacher's actually trying to
Pretend
like break the guard. Like
Yeah.
he's fighting him. He's using all his strength. Yeah. And I'm like, this got really excessive. Like, if you want to use him as an example, that's one thing. But now you're actually trying to beat him.
You're trying to beat a child.
When he held your attack back, you're actually trying to beat him. That part really irked me. And that would have irked me in a blockbuster movie too, you know?
You're fighting a kid. And then when he figured out he could climb walls, and he just jumped up on the wall. He was backing up slowly and backed up the top of the wall.
This movie had a lot of merging going on. I mean, I know ants kind of have those traits too, but I felt like they didn't really know if they were going the route of
An actual...
an ant or a spider.
Yeah.
And then when you meet the main villain, whose name is
The Flea.
the Flea, he just was trying to do his best impression of Darth Vader and Christian Bale's Batman. Mm-hmm. All in one.
And this flea can jump over buildings.
And the Flea can... Well, fleas can jump.
But not that high. But, yeah, so he fights the
He fights the flea.
robber. The robber first. When he figures out he can climb the wall.
Oh, when she stole the old lady's purse.
Yes, and then he jumps. And he, like, flew halfway across just to get the guy.
The trajectory of his
was
jump
just perfect.
did not match up, but it hit him anyway.
And then there was the scene where they would say certain ants can fly, and the kid jumped out of a second-story window with pillows on his chest.
But he had protection.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Let's take that to Mythbusters.
But he's part ant now. He has the ant trait, so I guess he has some durability to him.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sure, why not?
Kid jumps out a second-story window.
Oh, another part that got me was his friend. Well, he becomes his friend, Wilhelm. And he's this like superhero, geek, and he loves everything comics. So, of course, he's the outlet to explain to the main character how superheroes work, how weaknesses work, how secret identities work. And
yes, secret identities work.
Oh yeah, all for about 20 fucking minutes of this movie. But what got me is he had a keypad
on his door
to
get in his room.
Like he had to punch in a code and then the door opened.
That was a long set of code too.
We didn't even get that kind of... Like, at first, I actually thought that maybe he was the son of Exofarm's
or the son
CEO.
of Flea.
Or the son of Flea. Like, I thought he was the son of someone who had this kind of technology around. No, he was just a regular kid who had
just cool stuff.
A technologically advanced keypad.
So yeah, tell him about secret identities and stuff. This friend just jumps on a bike and drives Ant-Man around.
Antboy
around on his little bicycle with no cover of his face, no identity hidden, and secret identity, my ass.
Well,
when Antboy got his powers, he fell on the Flea's lawn.
Yes.
And laid there unconscious, and the guy Flea just left him there. Just some kid laying in my grass. Who cares?
Well, because he wasn't the Flea yet.
No, but he was still some guy with just some little kid laying on his lawn that nobody cared about. Then later on, when the Flea goes and Antboy are like face to face, he's like, "I know who you are. You're Pele." And then later on, there's a scene where Willem has Antboy's mask on, and he goes, "I've had enough of you, Antboy."
And then when the real Antboy shows up,
he looks at
the Flea's confused. He's like, he takes off the mask. He's like, "You're not Antboy."
But you knew who he was.
You should have known that already. You knew exactly who his real identity was. But yes, and... Come on, you gotta love us. 6 months out.
Yeah, it's alright. Our mic went out. It's alright.
Yeah, we're fine though.
We'll keep going.
Yeah,
But,
no problem.
Yeah, just cuts to...
And we're back.
cuts to the flea in a cop car. I will return, Antboy. I will return. Now...
And that's the best part, because we know there is a sequel.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be in it. So, then there's the part where he's going to rescue the girl, and there's the lock.
Oh.
So,
This
later
lock.
on in this... Earlier in the movie, he rips a door handle off.
Yes.
So, obviously, you know he's got super strength. So he
Yes.
gets to this lock. And in the movie, you find out that he has pee that is acid. So instead of him ripping the lock or just... The door is wooden. It's a wooden door. Instead of punching his way through the door, he just pees on the lock and melts the lock.
And what was very impressive about that was the lock was taller than his waist.
Yeah.
So he had to like... Yeah.
He's up here.
He had to aim his piss like an arch.
Why he couldn't just punch through the door, rip the door,
Break the lock.
And then there's another lock later on when he takes a bicycle.
And that one he breaks.
This one he eats.
You find out he can actually bite through very thick things as
Yeah,
well.
so he, instead of just ripping the lock, peeing on the lock again, this time he picks up the chain. And
Which I think he should have done to begin with the first lock, or at least just break down the door.
the door was wooden.
But you can tell the director was like, here,
Pee.
pee on it. That's what we're gonna have you do. We're gonna have you pee on it.
Oh, the beginning of the movie, when nobody knows who Pele is, and they're taking the school photography.
You really had a problem with this photographer.
Yes, because they're like 13-year-olds. He took the Pele's picture, and you know how every picture you take is like, you look like an idiot. So that's not my problem. Problem is when the girl he likes is turned to take the picture, and the photographer is like,
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Wow. I'm gonna keep shooting. That is so nice.
you're a grown man. All you have to do is take one photo, and that's it. She's not a model, and she's 12. You're a pedophile.
He took like 47 pictures of her.
Yeah. You're a pedophile.
The final scene of this movie with them, with Antboy and the Flea fighting. They had a somewhat normal fight the whole movie.
Until that end scene.
And that end scene was just...
It's just two freeze frames.
Oh, we're gonna show this. We're gonna show this part.
Two freeze frames.
Two freeze
and then
frames,
like
but flying backgrounds, like they're flying at each other.
And then they let the fat man die in the woods. He punched him, because he has to eat blood to keep him strong. They took that away from him, so he's laying on a tree like this.
And they just walk away.
And they left. No explanation of how the cops got there, found him. No, they just let the fat man die in the woods.
But overall, as much as you want to nitpick this movie, I have to say, it wasn't that bad. And it wasn't... I enjoyed this movie, and I didn't enjoy it like I enjoyed Zombievers, where that movie was so bad, obviously, that it was good. But this movie, it was a B movie, but I could actually enjoy it on a scale of, I'm watching a movie and I'm enjoying it. Not let me find things to make fun of to enjoy it. Not let me see, oh my god, this is so bad, I'm laughing.
Oh, yeah,
enjoy it. This I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, I enjoyed it towards the middle of it. And then it was like... It started out, and I just hated it when it started out. So my thing went like this. The middle of the movie.
You have to say, we haven't reviewed a bad movie in 6 months. He's going through withdrawals.
And
the
then
first one he
towards the
saw,
end-
he's like, I fucking hate this movie.
It was just like it was a roller coaster for me through this movie. And overall, I'd probably give this movie a C-.
That's your grade?
That's my grade.
That's your official grade?
That's my official grade.
All right, point it up.
C-.
C-.
Right here.
I thought he was going to go lower than that and give it like a D. Or maybe
No,
even give it an
a,
F.
give it a C-.
Okay.
It is a superhero movie, and it's about a kid. It is a kid.
I'm going to give my grade, and I'm going to say a B. I'm going to give it a B. I kind of enjoyed this movie. I didn't have to force myself to enjoy it. I enjoy it. And there was some parts that had me laughing. Like when he's fighting the teddy bear.
Have mercy! Not today!
And his mom.
And of course his mom is
notice.
vacuuming, so she has no idea that...
Nobody even noticed the hole in the wall anyway later on. Mom's dusting, there's a hole in the wall, you don't...
So, Cope's grade is a B. Matt's grade is a C minus. Watch the movie for yourself. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. That's our bed movie for today.
Yes, Antboy.
Antboy. And stay tuned until tomorrow, where we have Antboy 2. What was it? Revenge of the Red Fury.
Return of the Red Fury.
Return of the Red
Revenge,
Fury.
Return, something like that.
Something like that. There's some kind of Red Fury going on. Anyway, so that's it for today.
Yep.
As always, like, comment, subscribe.
Keep those likes.
Keep those likes going
Keep those
up.
views. You view us more, we'll put more up.
And we miss doing this. We did. I mean, as of so far, we obviously we're not popular, and we know we're not, but we enjoy doing it.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
There was a lot. Yeah, as you can see, I moved down into
Our filming area.
This is now my bedroom, so witness. Maybe one day I'll give a tour of it, showing all my collections and shit going on. But yeah, so we enjoyed it. We just have fun doing it. Even if no one watched it, we have fun. We have fun doing it and putting it out there. So that's it. And until next time, we'll see you tomorrow for the sequel. But until then, we see you guys.
See ya.
Later.